From contaminated waters to air pollution, our planet is constantly being put at risk, and sometimes it even seems like we don't care about it. But does any of it even matter? Well, not so much for us. We're not going to be around forever. But what about our future generations? Would any of us feel comfortable explaining to our grandchildren that we are the ones who put them at risk for developing various diseases, and that we are also the reason why our planet is dying? Well, that would feel awkward, and probably wouldn't end up being a pleasant conversation. But why is our planet dying, you might ask? The most logical answer would be that we're killing it. But I'm sorry, I'll have to disappoint you. That is not the right reason. Well then, Yikons, what is it? What could possibly be killing our planet more than we do? The answer is simple. It's not us that are killing the planet, but it's our actions. That's kind of the same thing, isn't it? We are still the ones responsible for our actions, so that doesn't even make sense. See what I did there? Let me play it again.
It's not us that are killing the planet, but it's our actions.
But Yikons, I don't understand. What are you trying to say? Well, if we are the ones responsible for our actions, that also means we can change our approach when it comes to caring for our planet. Let me give you an example. This is Jessica. Jessica loves turtles, and she also loves plastic surgeries. She had done quite a few of them. But there's a twist. Jessica hates plastic straws. In fact, Jessica hates everything that is plastic. It bothers her so much that whenever she sees anything made of plastic, let it be a bag, a toy, or even a foil, she starts crying. So is Jessica a hypocrite? Correct. She indeed is. But don't worry. Jessica is just a tip of an iceberg. There are way worse examples that you can find when it comes to protecting the planet. To make it even more simple, let's put it this way. If the nature would really reject the use of a certain chemical because it leads to destruction, would it let us produce it in the first place? That is an interesting question, right? We have people traveling by planes that are fighting to cancel air traveling forever. We have regular gas users trying to replace gas engines with electric engines, just to exclude all the unnecessary pollution. But why looking for an alternative of which production does more damage to the nature than the original does in years of use? Some of the people would still argue that this is far from the truth, and that we are just theorizing and speaking nonsense, but are we? There was quite an interesting study done in the past that revealed some concerning information about air pollution. It revealed that mass of carbon dioxide exhaled by more than 7 billion people on Earth is estimated to be about 3 gigatons per year. That is less than 1/10 the mass produced each year by industry. So, is that it? Are we killing the planet just by breathing the air? In that case, we as humans, by being alive, are doing more damage than all the fossil fuels combined. Forget the cars, airplanes, industry, and climate change. We are already doomed and are heading towards inevitable destruction. Wait, Yikons, are you a sadist? This sounds too dark to be true. Well, my friends, thinking like this force us to commit reckless actions which then leads to destruction. So if we don't think like this, are we safe? Are you just trying to scare us? Yes and no. We are on the verge of separating right from wrong. But if we choose the right thing to do, we will succeed in saving the planet, and none of us will have to worry about anything anymore. So tell us, what is the right thing to do? Well, as the scientists say, to be able to reach towards the next wave of civilization, we are forced to use nature's full-giving resources like oil, nuclear power, and even sunlight. But in fact, we're doing the exact opposite. We have to combine all the resources to develop something stable and finally invent something new, like water-powered cars or sunlight-powered trains. I know how this sounds, believe me. But we as humans are capable of doing anything with the right mindset. Doing things that will unite us instead of separate us is the first step. That can help us save our planet. Imagine being able to power anything just from the sunbeams. Not only it sounds unreal, but it sounds amazing and feasible. Sacrificing some fresh air can have a permanent result if we just combine all the power we have. Instead, we're being too caught up on the fact that this will cause sun to explode or completely annihilate fresh air, or even cause cancer to our loved ones because the contamination in water from the nuclear power plants. Being too worried about what's going to come next makes us forget to live in a moment which can be used to change everything that we're worried about. Just like James Allen once said, "He who would accomplish little must sacrifice little. He who would achieve much must sacrifice much." So, are you saying Even with all the plastics, oil engines, and industry, we can still prevent our planet from dying? Yes, we totally can. Just focusing on what's in front of us, instead of what's going to happen in the future, will help us make changes that will lead to better future. If we can use plastic to develop an alternative that's exactly the same but it doesn't harm any plant or animal, so be it. Same goes for oil engines, power plants, etc. At the end of the day, there is still solution for everything. We just have to be smart about our choices and decisions. Let's hope that we do the right thing before it's too late. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Have a nice day. Goodbye.